YouTube, of course, is part of the internet. It's not just a replacement for television. And that should indicate that if we wanted to do something like interactive links in our video, that would be possible. And in fact, it is, through a feature on YouTube called annotations. Let's see how annotations work. I'm logged into my YouTube account, and I'm on the My Videos page that we've become familiar with. I'm going to scroll down and find the video that I want to use annotations with. It's the Ojai Tour 2011, and I'm going to click the Edit button. Now, we've been here before also, and we've seen some of these choices, but not annotations. So click there now. Here you see the interface for annotations. Let's take a quick overview. The video pane will show us our annotations as we make them. The right sidebar is where we make and edit annotations. And if I briefly scroll down, the timeline is where we can see where our annotations fall in the time of the video. I think the best way to start understanding annotations is simply to make one. So pull down the Add Annotations menu, and we'll discuss all of these possibilities in a moment, but for now, let's just create a speech bubble. There's our speech bubble, and if we click on it, we can write what he is supposedly saying. Speech bubbles are often used for little jokey things. Now we can move and resize our speech bubble also. Can drag it and maybe make it a little smaller by clicking on the squares. We can also adjust the actual speech part by moving this around. That looks perfect to me. Notice down on the timeline that we see the length of our speech bubble indicated. It might take some time to get this perfect, but I have a feeling that it's way too long. I'm going to pare it back to about there. On the right-hand side, look at all the details that we have. Here's the text in our speech bubble, and we can continue to edit it. We can play with the fonts and the colors. Maybe I'll go for more of a light green matching our motif. And here we have a detailed look at the timing. This is no different than the timeline, but it allows us to do it numerically. Last, if we choose to, we can add a link to our speech bubble. You might want to note that links in annotations are limited to YouTube links, to other YouTube videos, channels, and playlists. You can't actually link from a video to a website outside of YouTube. This gives you a good idea of getting started with annotations with speech bubbles, but let's look briefly at the other options. A note is much like a speech bubble, except it doesn't have the little speech bubble part. It's just a note with text, a link, all the other choices. A title is text only. It doesn't have links associated. A spotlight is highlighting an area of video. It can have a link or text associated with it, but it doesn't have to. It could just indicate something for the viewer to see. And last, a pause action will actually stop your video, allowing you time to pause and possibly add other annotations or text. I think you can see that there's a lot of possibilities with annotations. Let's see how this speech bubble annotation is working when we really play the video. It might not be perfect on our first try, but we can adjust it also. It's a little short for me, so I would probably start it a little earlier, but that's up for you to decide. I've really only scratched the surface here. I would encourage you first to experiment, and second, if you want to do something really full-blown with annotations, it takes some planning and scripting, so don't skimp on that part.